right, everyone, we're finally back with a new vlog. Today we went on a little field trip with the torque crew. The packing crew took the day off from the warehouse and we are out in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey. We wanted to get the Dirtster back on the road, and we found the bumpiest road that I could find in New Jersey with puddles and dips, and we already, you can see, getting it all muddy. I'm pretty soaked. Let's see how this goes when I launch right through those two big puddles over there. All right, so far so good. She's pretty dirty, got a lot of mud on it, but it gets right through those big puddles really good. All right, how much do I got to pay Steven to do it? Because he's got nice white shoes on, but he doesn't want to jump it. If I buy you some new shoes through the Torque Company credit card?
Maybe.
So after going through some nice puddles, some nice little mini jumps, now I'm going to get into what it took to build this bike, because people have thousands of questions all over Instagram and Facebook about what we did to build this Dirtster. So I'm gonna go through every bit of it. All right, so the first and biggest thing for the Dirtster build is you gotta get CRF 450 front end with the triple trees, the forks, everything. And what you do is you hit up this good old company right here, Racetech Inc., and they will build out the internals for a Harley, so that way you can actually ride it in rough terrain without it clapping out to the bottom instantly, because usually on a regular dirt bike the suspension is way softer. So that is first and foremost. You get the CRF 450 front end. You can get these on eBay used. Send them directly to Racetech, call them, they'll set it up for your weight and your height and whatever you else desire. And then this little spacer cap is the only thing you need to make it fit properly. That is from Rusty Butcher. This is a CRF 450 front wheel. You're gonna need all of that, front axle, everything. And since it's all the CRF front end, we also got the brake system here. Plastics for the dirt bike, you can get all of this on Amazon. It's called Universal motorcycle plastics. You just screw them on how you want. Handguards are from Circa. I might be butchering that, but I'll plug it right after this. 7/8 moto bars. These are from Renthal. You can get those on Amazon too. What's really cool is we eliminated almost all of the wiring except for the on-off switch and the push start button. So that's also from Rusty Butcher. It's called the slim down wiring harness kit. So basically you just do on, off, and then once you turn it on, you just hit start, and that's it. So if you ride this out in public and leave it, someone could technically steal it. The next thing is you're gonna want the SNS carb, so you have the teardrop over it. See how much dirt would have got in there. That blocked all that dirt. This is an interesting part. Instead of mid controls, which is normally there, we made our own custom rear foot set controls. This is 1-inch round bar, and then we welded a corner bracket here. And then if you could see in there, we did 2 holes to mount to the rear bottom motor mount. And this thing is really solid, doesn't go anywhere. We had to cut out the clevis adapter hole there, so that way we could fit the Torque MX pegs. We got the Stealth pipe on here because they make some good Sportster pipes. This part is probably the most complicated slash confusing to do. Maybe not to some, but to others it may be. When you do the rear sets for the foot controls, you're gonna need to flip your brake master when you do the rear controls, because normally I believe it would be, this would be here. So you flip it around and then you got to do some bending here and then properly adjust that. It's a little confusing. And then these bulletproof plates you can also get from Rusty Butcher. Our old machinist, CNC guy, he made one for us with our logo on it. But we don't offer those on our website. It is a stock swing arm. We eventually maybe want to do a nice billet one, but for now, this one's fine. Got a little chain slider here. It's starting to get dug into. We went with a 16-inch rear Racetech shock. Same thing, they built it out custom, so that way it matches the Harley weight and for what your intentions are, whether you're jumping it, racing it, etc. It's really nice because when you hit bumps, you really don't feel anything. The Racetech suspension just eats it up. For the bigger rear wheel, we went with an 18-inch rear wheel. That's from TC Bros. They may or may not be sold out as we speak. And we need another one because after the Loretta Lynn's hooligan race, as you can see there, it's pretty dented up. That's from roots and rocks and all kinds of other things. Another thing we did was a skid plate on the bottom. So when you go over some rough stuff like tree branches or rocks or anything else that can damage the bottom. So that's from Rusty Butcher. So while we did that, the original kickstand wouldn't fit anymore. So what we did was we got this, I think this is called Moose, and we had to weld it onto the swing arm here. So not the most practical, but it works. With the rear sets, we had to do flip shifting. So it's really confusing. You do one up and then the rest down. So it's kind of hard to remember when you're actually riding after being so used to one down, the rest up. Here was our plate covered in dirt. This is from Saddleman, even though we work with Opera, but doesn't matter. It's a cool seat. They make it fit on the Dirtsters. You could get this one on Rusty Butcher's website. But in order to get that to fit, you do need a 2.2 gallon, not a 3. So just keep that in mind. Other thing is this is the slim down oil tank. It's really nice because if you could see here, it's flush with the frame. And then same on this side, it's flush and the battery is hidden inside. You'll need an anti-gravity battery. So that's really cool. So that is all gone and minimalized. Another thing we did too was the frame back here that like holds the old original fender. That's all chopped. Here we got the Elite Mototech clutch lever. It's nice and snappy. You're gonna need 7/8 if you get the 7/8 bar. But yeah, the suspension makes it all. That's the biggest part. The front end especially, it eats up everything. So yeah, here's the Dirtster. We went over as many details as we could remember. This thing rips. It can go through lots and lots of terrains. Go over trees, big deep puddles, rocks, anything you can think of until it blows up. We're thinking next we want to do a nice Kawasaki green. That would look sick on the tins and all the plastics, plus the gold forks with the red and blue logo from Racetech and then our logo. So that's probably next. Maybe we'll one day do a giveaway on this bike, maybe. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this episode. Hopefully it was entertaining seeing the Dirtster rip through some puddles and some mini jumps and some rough terrain. So we'll catch you guys on the next episode.